and welcome to Gothic Reviews. Today we are reviewing a Viennese Nights bed bracelet sold by the Gothic Shop and produced by Alchemy Gothic.
It's all Gothic today.
We gossip up.
This bracelet is very nice. First, I want to say that the Gothic Shop was prompt with their shipping. They packaged nicely, and they gave us free candy.
We like candy.
That's what I was just thinking. Now we have to review the Candy Monster next in our next video in honor of the Gothic Shop giving us candy nicely. It's little like they're kind of like sweet tarts in a roll. And what did you say they were called?
There were Swizzlers, and it's called Love Hearts, even though there's the word no food before, so it could be no love or some kind of warning that I cannot read. But otherwise, it has 4 colors in there: blue, yellow, red, and green. Each one having a writing of its own. The blue one says "My All," the yellow one says "True Love," the red one says "Blue Eyes," and the green one says "Don't Cry."
All right, let's see. Let's try them. See, this is so nice because Gomez can't really wear this bracelet. We try to do male and female unisex jewelry or something for both of us, and he just gets to enjoy me wearing this bracelet.
Which is just fine with me.
Yes, but he can actually enjoy the not the chocolate, the, you know what I'm thinking about, the sweet tarts. They're different. So anyway, but first let's talk about the fact that I was really happy to see this bracelet because it's got this neat, it's called the Viennese Nights Ribbons bat bracelet, and I will go over the ribbons with you soon. Because it is a very different make and it's unique and very easy and comfortable to wear, and I will go into that soon, but one thing at a time. The scroll work in the wings, they have these little holes, and I love it because it's like not a spider web design, but it has holes like a web, and it's a bat, so like bat web, like our channel. But it's neat because my best friend gave me this black bat pendant from her Walmart a few years ago where she works in Florida, which they have them all over Walmarts, or they did last year and the year before on Halloween. But Gomez made an interesting comment about the wing design, which is very similar to the wing design here.
Yes, it's like the spacing in this bed that you see as a pendant. It is ornate and it is reminiscent of those manor gates when you see in a Victorian style mansion, a Gothic mansion. They could be dark or darkened, and then the spacing would be ornate like that with patterns of their own. Not a specific distinct pattern really, but rather a hint of a pattern that's stylized and is reminiscent and recognizable.
Maybe they had that Gothic design in Venice even, since they named this the Viennese Nights bat bracelet. So it's like a bat bracelet with a Gothic haunted house motif gate design all in one, and the same for my pendant. So I really like the fact that it was similar to my pendant. Okay, let's see which candy you get. What are you getting? Read it.
I got, what does it say? It says, on, just say no. I like that. Okay, so.
All right, eat it.
Okay.
We're gonna record your.
Gently sweet and soft. It reminds me of, what do you call them? Smarties, smart ones?
Oh yeah, Smarties.
Yeah.
Like a little, they come out a lot in Halloween in a little 3-pack, and they're kind of crunchy. That's a good one. All right, now tell them what I got because it sounds better in your Russian accent. So charming.
Oh. This one says in WAV. Now
that's perfect. This is sweet. Yeah. Nice. They'll probably have different flavors, so I'll have to play with them later, but this is not a candy review, so we're not going to do it too long. But yeah, very nice. Yummy. Thank you again, the Gothic Shop. Very nice. Very sweet, extra touch. Okay, now we're going to talk more about the bracelet. Other than the fact that I love the fact it matches my necklace and has the neat haunted house scroll work gate design. I love the black Swarovski crystal here because you get a little mysterious sparkle and shine along with your... It stays black. It doesn't get all blingy and bright and too sparkly, and I'm not really much into glitter. I know some of you are, and I respect that, but it's just it isn't my thing. So you get the sparkle, but it stays black, and I think that's nice, and it's true to the bat motif for me. And I want to say we'll show you the packaging for this in a second, but I actually did open it and wear it instead of unboxing it with you all because I wanted to be able to wear it and report on its wearability. you know, because if you notice, the wings stick out past my wrist. And you can tell it's a large bracelet. So if you're wondering if it's heavy, if the wings catch, that's why I wanted to wear it. I bathe in my jewelry. I sleep in my jewelry. So, you know, I can give a thorough report as to it's how hard it is to do that in. It's a lightweight bracelet, so it's a really good make. It's sturdy. It's not going to bend or anything. Like the wings are not going to bend and snap or anything, but it's very lightweight. So inside of its, spite of its size, it's not dragging down my arm. It's not heavy. So that's a really good thing, that it's sturdy and lightweight, that it doesn't have to be heavy and clunky to also be sturdy. And with it being a large bracelet, I'm going to wear it a lot more with it lightweight. So I think that's good. And the wings are not sharp and pointy. They're kind of rounded, so they don't really catch. The little feet stick out here, but they don't catch or anything. So that's very nice. And even though the bracelet extends, as you can see on the wings here, past my wrist. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, making sure my cameraman's got it where he's happy. Gotta make the cameraman happy. I could actually go somewhere funny with that, but...
Like the best bass player in the musical group.
Yeah. Okay, so... But, you know, the wings extending past the wrist here are not going to catch on anything. So that's really nice. You think, well, if they're not wrapped around your wrist, is it going to catch and snag and pull? It has not. It has not snagged my clothes. It has not snagged in bed or, you know, when I'm washing my hair in the shower. It has not. So it's wonderful. And I don't feel it pressing into my arm when I sleep. And, you know, I'm not saying that would be a criticism. Other people would say if it does, then don't sleep in your bracelet. Okay, that's fine. But I'm just saying, for those of you who are like me and do, it is not uncomfortable. And what I love is a lot of bracelets, I like to make the stretchy bracelets. If you guys have seen my videos before where I, you know, talk about how I took an earring and made it into a bracelet and then put it on a stretch cord and whatever, you know, they're so easy to take on and off. You don't have to worry like about a clasp breaking or coming undone. So I like these little stretch bracelets where I just put it on the black cord and have the centerpiece here like this steampunk claw that I did. And if you haven't seen that video, of course, go back and watch it. It's lovely and informative and just... fantastic. But anyway, yes, we had too much energy drink today, so I'm being silly. But you know, I tend to not like the clasps a lot for certain reasons on bracelets, and also they're kind of sometimes hard to do one-handed, and you have to have somebody around to help you put your jewelry on, which is not my thing. And the toggles that they make where you put the stick through the hole, sometimes they're excellent and sometimes they'll just fall off for no apparent reason, and the same with certain magnetic clasps. So, you know, it's just sometimes a pain to have a clasp, and that's why I do stretch. This clasp, though, is magnificent because it's not going to come off. It's not going to break. You're not going to lose your bracelet because I've never seen a clasp like this. I love it because it's very, very unique and sturdy. It's a slide clasp, which means you just slide it toward the end to take it off, and then when you want to put it back on, you slip your hand back through. Just grab the ribbons and pull it up, and then you make it whatever length you want, which I really love because a lot of bracelets, I have small wrists. I don't like my bracelet to hang down, you know, like this. I feel like it's going to fall off and it's annoying. So I don't like it to move a lot. And this is not only a sturdy, really sturdy clasp set, it is size adjustable where you can make it as small or loose as you want. If you are the type that does like your bracelets to dangle, you can make it go like this, which would not make me happy, but, you know, to each their own. And I guess it does look kind of cool, like the bat's flying or whatever. Woo. Okay, but I like my bat to just hang out, chill. So he's shorter, but, you know, I love that you can make it kind of whatever you want, and you're not going to have to worry if you're doing something. I lost a bracelet, my favorite jade bracelet, at a bus station or an airport or something when we were traveling, and I was wrestling the suitcase and I didn't even notice my bracelet came off and it had a clasp. So I've never found another jade I liked as much, and it had a clasp and it just came off without me noticing. But this is not going to do that. Even if it catches, it's not going to come off because the ribbons are, you know, pulled through this little fancy silver filigreed clasp here. It's got holes where it's got a hole where you just slide the ribbons through, and then it holds it tight. The ribbons are big enough to fill the clasp where they're not moving. Like right now I'm pulling at it and it's not going to move unless I want it to. I have to put more force into it. So in other words, while I'm moving around and doing stuff, I never notice anything like that the bracelet is slid down to here and then I have to keep moving it up or anything like that. So it's tight. It's a good solid clasp and it doesn't move unless I want it to. I have to put a little bit of work into it, which is the point. Not like enough to make it an issue, but you know, I have to intentionally decide that I want to move it. The only problem that I had that I wanted to let you guys know, because it's a good thing that the ribbons are this soft, they're satin, but because they're soft and satin, they're slippery. Like we have satin sheets and they're always sliding off the bed and we have to pull them back on. So satin is slippery, even though it feels incredible. But because of the fact that it's slippery, if you can see there's knots tied, there's a knot tied at the end of each set of 2 ribbons here. And it came that way, and I think that's good because it's saying it's a double extra precaution, and it's saying, okay, this isn't going to just slide off, but if anything happened and it did get pulled down near the bottom somehow, you know, you got these knots that are going to stop it from sliding, stop the ribbon from sliding through this hole in this silver piece. So once it gets down to here, see, the knots stop it. So you got the extra precaution, which is nice. So you want to keep the knots around, and I think Alchemy Gothic did right in putting the knots in there, but I noticed a few times mine came untangled, or untied, excuse me, not tangled. I was just moving around and the bracelet stayed tight, but the knots at the ends came undone, and I just tightened them and pulled them really hard and made them tight. And if, you know, that worked for me. It hasn't done it again, but if you have trouble where the satin keeps slipping out of the knot, just put a tiny bit of glue, like, you know, super glue, crazy glue, whatever, you know, some kind of strong glue. Just stick a little bit of glue on top of the knot and it'll stay glued tied. And, you know, just some kind of clear glue or whatever, and it won't come undone. So that's my suggestion if pulling it really super hard, tight doesn't work. It worked for me, that's what did it for me, but if it doesn't, that's what I would do if I were you. But I think it's pretty how the ribbons just kind of dangle like that at your wrist. It's nice, it's silk. And the ribbon was put in, it was made very simply, just put in the corner of the bat swing here through one of the holes on either side, and then attached. And I love that. I love simple settings that are durable as anything and strong. And this is simple to make the way they did, with the way they attached it, and very strong. And it's given me some ideas. If I can find some of these clasps, I am going to do that with some bracelets that I have centerpieces of that I, you know, think would look good on ribbon, and just have clasps like this. I like the black stretch cord, but this is just as sturdy and it's really nice. And it's a little extra elegant even. So I like that a lot. I've been looking for slide clasps. Alchemy Gothic called it a toggle slide, and I can't find anything called a toggle slide. A toggle is where it's a hole and then you put the stick through it and then it lays across like that. It's a different kind of clasp. And then a slide seems to be for several strands of beads, but maybe that would still work for this because this is several ribbon strands. So I found toggle clasps and slide clasps separately, but not anything called a toggle slide like they're calling this, unless it's their own invention. But I really like the fact that it's a fancy piece, so it's like an extra nice touch with the filigree on this clasp. So if any of you know of anything other than just the slide clasps that they're talking about for several bead strands, do let me know, because I want to get more of something like this so I can make my own designs with this ribbon, because I use ribbon for cords for pendants and whatnot, but I would like to use it for bracelets. I really would, and it would be really, I just love this clasp. It's very sturdy and solid and just great. So when I'm making jewelry for me or others or selling it, I like to make it as sturdy as possible, because I don't want people writing me in 2 weeks like I've had to do to other people and say, hey, my bracelet broke, I was just wearing it and it came off. So I make mine super sturdy, and I love this. It is super sturdy. It's not gonna come off. It's wonderful and elegant and pretty, and it's unique. I have a lot of bat bracelets, and I don't have one at all like this one. It's just great work, and I can't say enough good things about it. And oh, I said I would talk about the packaging because some people care. It came in this little bag like all the Alchemy Gothic things do, with the Alchemy Gothic tag, and then this tag just like, and lovely, it was inside this bag, this nice chiffon kind of feeling drawstring bag that I am going to keep and probably put my Chucky pendant in so that the cord I have him on doesn't get tangled with other stuff. Not that that has anything to do with anything, but it's a nice big bag and I like it, and it will be big enough to hold the Chuck.
And then there was this card that came with it, and it features certain Gothic style dresses and colorful skirts. The one at the bottom has black and red, most appropriately Gothic.
Would you like me to wear it?
You may if you like.
I might let you go shopping on this dress site that I saw on a video last night, if I remember the name of it. Gomez is cool. He can actually pick out nice dresses for me. He has good taste.
Aww.
He knows what I like.
Yes.
So I'm like, I hate clothes shopping here. Get online and order me stuff. He hasn't done it yet. I just decided that he's willing. I decided for him just now.
Good
With all of you as witnesses. Gomez is willing to go. And then all that came in this little box. The black box that I will definitely reuse.
Charming box.
Yes. And then a padded envelope. So you guys all know what that looks like. It is an envelope with padding to keep your box from getting squished. So everything came intact, and again, the Gothic Shop, the candy touch was really fun, and it's cool, neat Gothic candy, so you gotta love that. So that has been this review. I usually don't take as long to talk about one bracelet, but I'd never seen a clasp like this. This is a very unique bracelet, and I just wanted to spend time talking to you guys about it. And right now, with this time of year, it's got that cool spooky look and still being elegant with Halloween and whatnot coming, so I think that's great. Just a great ambiance touch to whether if you're dressed in something more dressy or formal like I am now or whatever. I tend to dress up a lot because I like to. Or if I'm dressing down for the gym in a cool Gothic t-shirt or whatever, it adds a nice touch to whatever you're wearing. So I think that's good that it matches with anything and it adds a nice touch to anything. So I definitely recommend this bracelet. Definitely for anyone who's a bat fan who likes unique things, and even if you're thinking a lot of times that you don't wear a lot of jewelry because it can be uncomfortable for you, this is perfect. The satin feels great, the bracelet itself is light, it doesn't catch on things, and it's well worth it for that reason. So even the tomboy who doesn't want to mess with clasps and whatnot, and it's more like me with just not wanting to deal with it coming off, will definitely like this. So we hope that you have enjoyed this review of the Alchemy Gothic Viennese Nights Ribbons Bat Bracelet from Batweb Gothic Reviews. Please subscribe and share and like and thumbs up and all that good stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, please check out our others. We do all different types of things, but it's got to have a spooky Gothic theme of some sort. We do anything from jewelry, shirts, decor, all different kinds of stuff, bags, and more. So check us out.